Hey everybody, and welcome to a recording that I have of it's a random Fall Brawl match. So it's been a little bit of a while. I've had this one in my pocket for a bit, but I'm finally going to do some commentary on it. So
It's a juicy morsel he's been saving for a rainy day.
yeah. So to give a little background of the story, when I told Flint that I was organizing the Fall Brawl and I wasn't going to play in it, he told me that I could make him play whatever deck I wanted. So I didn't take him up on it, and then it was about like 2 days before the registration was due, and he reminded me. He said, "So are you gonna give me a deck to play?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't really have anything like formulated, but I do have an idea." And so that's where we started with the list that you have on screen. And the idea that I wanted to do was, I always remember the Elves deck kind of from the Pro Tour Berlin era, where they are combo decks. The problem is they have two important cards, I guess, were Glimpse of Nature, which would be the draw engine, and then
Predator Dragon, which is how you sax all your elves to make a giant dragon to attack with.
yeah, the way to win wasn't that important, but
I know. That's the worst possible win condition.
the
Also, thanks for introducing me. I appreciate it.
oh, I will get there. Um, the card I was thinking of is the Heritage Druid that it generates mana. So,
Yeah, for sure.
um, my clean intro. So yeah, I'm Michael Hoyp. Hopefully you guys know me by now, but I'm joined today by Bob Baker. Say hi, Bob.
Hi, Bob.
All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay, so anyways, back to this deck. So that was the inspiration of the shell that I had. So I presented a list similar to this to Flint, and he thought it'd be something that he could run with. We talked about it a little bit. He made some changes. He added Tangle Wire, and we took out Priest of Titania, and I think there was one other card we switched, but pretty much the same idea kind of stayed intact. So how this deck works, what you're looking to get is Fecundity, which is an enchantment of whenever a creature dies, that player or that controllers may draw a card. That token or creature's control may draw a card. And then if you have Phyrexian Altar, which if you're an EDH player, you might be familiar with because it's like a $50 card. It's a 3-mana artifact that has sacrifice a creature, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And so those two cards in combination with Wirewood Herald, which is a 2-mana 1/1, whenever a player plays an elf, you can put a 1/1 insect into play. So you're basically able to always play one mana 1/1 elves and draw a card, and with those combination of the 3 cards. And then eventually what would happen is you get multiple of the Wirewood Hivemasters in play to make more tokens. You draw more cards, and then you can eventually get a Goblin Bombardment and just shoot your opponent down. So that was the idea of the deck, and this is kind of how we had it fleshed out. The sideboard has kind of some typical tools, but one thing, we have 4 copies of Shared Triumph, which is you name a creature type and it's a glorious anthem for those. We felt like a lot of people have Engineered Plague, so we wanted something against that. So I told Flint that he should record his matches so that I could do commentary over them, and well, he definitely forgot for the first 4 games, and I don't know what happened for the second 4, but he got 1 of the 4. So we have 1 match that Flint recorded. So this is the match that we're presenting to you. So
and it's a certified banger.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, because the deck that his opponent is playing is the Clerics deck. So this is something that I'm not super familiar with. It's kind of like a white weenie shell with a little bit of disruptive packages, but there's 4 Mother of Runes, 4 Soul Warden, which can gain life, 4 Weathered Wayfarer, which can get lands, which the only like juicy targets are Kor Haven and Mishra's Factory. Beloved Chaplain, which is a 1/1 that has protection from creatures. True Believer, which is a 2/2 that gives you Shroud. There's Master Apothecary. So that's a white for a 2/2, and you can tap a Cleric to prevent 2 damage to a creature or player. So that card definitely has a lot of power because all these cards are Clerics. Maybe not all of them, but most of them. 4 Swords of Plowshares. There's 3 Abolish. I guess the other things that are going, and then there's 3 Divine Sacraments, which is either a crusade or a double crusade if you have Threshold. So I don't know what to make out of this deck. What do you think, Bob?
I think that this has a lot of good white cards and a lot of bad white cards, and the good white cards are going to carry the bad ones real hard.
Well, sometimes, I mean, with synergy decks is you have bad cards, but in conjunction they do okay to good to great things. So I think that's the idea of that is like there are some decks that just aren't meant to deal, like red decks with Master Apothecary and Mother of Runes is like are going to have a hard time. Some decks might have a really hard time with Benevolent Chaplain. Some decks might have a really hard time when you have True Believer and Mother of Runes, and it's just like they don't know what to do. Because some decks are very linear, and sometimes you can find soft spots in those decks and just find weaknesses. So
like kind of a bad hate bears deck to me.
Yeah. I mean, in Premodern, there's not the options that we have in modern day Magic. So
and hate bears is not that good of a deck. So if this is a bad hate bear deck, I mean, like I don't understand why they all have to be clerics. Like the payoff doesn't seem that good to me.
Yeah, well, you might not see in this matchup. So they are starting a little bit in this matchup, but Flint gave me a quick recap. He said that Adam went first, played a Soul Warden. Flint played a Llanowar Elves. Adam attacked with a Soul Warden. Flint blocked, and then Adam played a True Believer. So that's where we're at, and we will start our match.
Adam was so sure that Flint wouldn't block that he didn't even play the True Believer first.
Yeah,
and Flint got him.
Yep, I guess that's
Flint got him so good.
Yep.
Flint was like, I don't give a crap about this Llanowar Elf.
Yeah. All right, I gotta get my.
It's a Hivemaster.
Yep, let me get my card fetcher because there probably are a good amount of cards that people are not familiar with.
The Hivemaster here, whenever he plays an elf, he gets a 1/1 bug.
Mm-hmm.
Gets a little bug buddy.
Yes.
In for 2.
Okay.
True Believer cracks in. And now Adam is winning, officially. All right. Weathered Wayfarer. Weathered Wayfarer.
You say enough cards, you're going to mess up eventually.
And Mother of Runes. So, I mean, Mother of Runes is a good card.
Yep. I mean, it's... In terms of Flint's deck, he doesn't really care that much about it. So he is playing a Fyndhorn Elves, and then he gets a token. So I'll bring up the Wirewood Hivemaster.
Play an elf, get a token. Play an elf, get a token. Play an elf, get a token. Classic.
Eventually, he's gonna get a Fecundity in play, and he can turn those those tokens into cards. So
turning tokens into cards is a tried and true thing to do in the Magic TCG. So you gotta find it where you can make that conversion. It's good. It's a good conversion.
Oh, I gotta.
We got oh.
Let me do a little flippy there. Sorry for the. Now I can read the life totals. All right.
Okay.
21. Oh, he did gain the life. He did gain the life. All right.
Okay, I understand. I understand now.
All right, more tokens. Another Wirewood Hivemaster. So I mean, like, in terms of what this deck wants this is kind of ideal. Like,
I mean, this is a pretty good start,
especially against like a creature deck. This is going to buy you so much time. Like, every creature just makes 2 1/1s, which actually line up somewhat well. I guess with the Mother Runes, they don't take anything down. But
I mean, what's he gonna do? Attack for 2? Come on.
No.
Like.
I mean, I guess
attack for 2.
I guess you can give pro green and then attack for 2, but then you're actually just giving up a ton of damage if like Flint is
that's what I'm saying.
Cracking back. Yeah.
Like
this Wayfarer, when he has less lands, he can use it.
Mm-hmm. Is he gonna get a Kor Haven here, or
I think a Mishra's Factory? Probably? Yep. Yeah, I don't think Kor Haven against the 1/1 deck is very good.
Yeah, probably not.
Also, we didn't mention the Wirewood Symbiote, but this card's awesome because, especially when you have, I mean, if the games go grindy, you have elves that you can pick up and just always have an elf to play with the Wirewood Hivemaster, but then also there's 4 copies of Multani's Acolyte, so there's no Elvish Visionary in this format, so we have to make with make do with what we have. So
If I were Flint, I probably would have picked up that Fyndhorn Elf on my opponent's turn. But maybe I'm wrong.
yeah, just so you have, because you can use it. Oh, you can only use it once per turn. So do it on your opponent's turn. You can do it again on your turn.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think he's going to need the mana out of it. He's got a Cradle with 18 bajillion dudes in play.
Yeah, this is a lot of mana. Guy's Cradle is pretty good when you got this going.
He's got a real stew going here. Yeah, I mean, like, you could have picked it up on your opponent's turn, tapped it forward just to play it, and then you would have actually generated mana.
All right, so here we got a Fecundity.
Okay.
Let's bring this one up for everyone.
Whenever a creature dies, draw a card.
Yep. I've always loved this card. Ooh, Tangle Wire.
Tangle Wire.
All right. Not too disruptive this point. I mean, I guess no, because you're mostly just tapping creatures. I guess I mean, like if Adam's tapping all his creatures, and you could just go down for a beatdown plan then.
Yeah, I mean, the Tangle Wire feels out of place to me, but
in the deck,
yeah,
it's actually very good. Like there's just so many decks where like this deck is really good under a Tangle Wire because of like all
the tokens
and all the just like the 1-drop elves. Like if you're just able to. You're able to progress your board because you can play the Tangle Wire early, but then also you can like play Forest and then like another 1-drop elf that you have more permanents to tap to. So it reduces the effectiveness of, or it doesn't hinder you as much. But yeah, it definitely can buy you time against some of the faster decks. All right, so tapping down 4 permanents. The creatures are getting tapped, and then the Mishra's Factory. Yeah, I mean if you look at it, this just opens up an opportunity for Flint if he just needed to attack for I'm not going to count how much damage that is, but
I mean, imagine if he had like not attacked with the Soul Warden. That'd been pretty good.
Yeah, he would have a lot of life. It's not like the Elves deck like can't win through this, because what would happen is you make a bunch of tokens. I guess you kind of have to find your
I mean, you run out of cards eventually, right?
Well, okay, so you don't have to draw, and you could put all the tokens in play and just like shoot down his stuff and then just attack him over a turn or two. But or you could shoot down the Soul Wardens, keep comboing off, then like Caller the Claw doesn't make tokens for tokens that died.
Boy.
But all right.
Now it's getting juicy. You got the altar.
Yep, so we are in full combo mode.
Here it goes.
All engines are online. Things are going to start running. So, I mean, basically, like, every elf he plays, he gets 2 mana and 2 cards, because it's going to make 2 tokens. And this guy's Cradle's already tapping for 1 billion. If he hasn't played a land this turn, he's going to draw into a second Cradle. And by the time he plays that, it'll add 2 billion mana. So this Wirewood Herald, if you look at it, you're like, oh, the deck doesn't like have that many like payoffs kind of thing. Most of the time, you're just gonna get another Wirewood Herald, like, or Hivemaster. I guess you could get another Wirewood Herald, but
yeah, man. Look, if there's something that I know, it's Herald for Herald for Herald for Hivemaster. That's championship right there.
Yeah, but by that time, you've probably drawn all the Hivemasters from the Fecundity. Well, I guess there's only one Fecundity in play, but you might not have them up to tutor out because you might have drawn them. But I think those are first world problems. All right, so every elf Flint plays, he gets 2 tokens. So he's able to sacrifice that token, get an extra mana, draw a card, and
sack a bug, you draw a card. Sack a bug, you draw a card.
I don't know if there's a mathematical, like, if it's even impossible for like Flint to fizzle out from this point. I don't think it is.
If the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards on the top of his deck are lands.
Yeah, don't even know if that's possible. Okay, so you might have seen elves that have been played this turn tapped, and that is because of Birchlore Rangers. This can allow you to use elves that are summoning sick to still use mana. So not at a perfect rate because it's 2 elves make 1 mana, but given that you're not planning on attacking, you're planning on killing your opponent this turn, it's pretty good. It also helps you cast cards like Enlightened Tutor or
Now,
the
does
Goblin
the Oracle text on Birchlore Ranger have a type other than Elf?
I don't know. If I had to guess, it would be Scout, but I don't know. I don't know if Scout is even a subtype.
I mean, like it is a class. I mean, they follow the race class model now these days.
Yeah, I would guess Scout. Do you have is Ranger a type? I don't think Ranger.
I don't. I mean, like.
I don't. Do you want to look it up?
Is Birchlore Ranger a Ranger, or is he a Scout? Or what I'm talking about? All right.
Oh, you said Birchlore Ranger. Are you talking about a different card?
Yeah.
Kyrian Ranger?
No, not Kyrian Ranger. It's like it's Civic Wayfinder, but a human.
Oh.
It was in like one of the imp sets.
Borderland Ranger.
Borderland Ranger. That's it. Is that guy a Scout or is he a Ranger?
All right, let's figure this out.
Okay.
Human Scout. All right. So
so I think Birch is also a Scout then.
Okay. Scouts in the house.
All right, bring it up. Oh, I'll look it up.
I can only bring up the old. Well, I guess I can.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Birchlore Rangers. Gatherer. Ooh, Elf Druid.
I guess
Druid.
I guess the Druids do make the.
Yeah, but they're not called Birchlore Druids.
Yep, but
I gotta talk to somebody at WotC about this.
Yeah. I think.
Hey, man.
I think their inbox is full. They've already had enough complaints about this, I think.
About this? No.
Yeah.
Other people complain about stuff that's not important. This is important. You can't call Birchlore Ranger and then it'd be a druid. It should be Birchlore Druids.
All right. So another Fecundity is on the battlefield. One thing that Adam had asked is Fecundity a May ability? Which Flint says yes, it is. So I think Adam was hoping there might be a possibility that Flint would have to deck himself, which is not the case. He was thinking he might have. Flint had basically asked her, do you have any way to interact at all? And Adam said he might, and so he said, let's play this out. And then I think things progressed a little longer. He said, all right, I think I might have been able to live a few more turns, but you're gonna kill me. I think Flint might have showed him his win condition. So,
and Ranger means absolutely nothing. Okay, like we got Rangers that are Druids, we got Rangers that are Scouts, we got Warriors, we got Archers, we got Soldiers, we got Knights.
Okay. How would you sideboard if you're a Clerics deck? Is there anything like is worship good enough?
Now it just kills all your dudes, right?
Yeah, because Mother. Yeah, I don't think that's enough.
Well, you probably don't need these 6 graveyard hate cards.
Nope.
So that's probably out.
Disenchant and Abolish probably seem fine if you if you're trying to shut out the Fecundity, that might be something. Probably take out Armageddons. Those don't seem very good against the Elf deck.
Scrib Ranger don't even got a class. They're just fairies.
All right. I'll run solo, I guess. The Combo Elf deck. Masticore could be a card you could bring in. I don't know if you're really worried about that much. Like White Disruption, I guess you're worried. Maybe you bring in like the Aura Shards just as a repeatable way to destroy artifacts and enchantments, but I think in general things seem pretty good for you. So I'll get this next match ready, and Bob will have some crazy comment about a ranger, I guess.
Yeah, Treetop Rangers, just an elf, no class.
Okay. Yeah, the consistency in rangers are not very high.
Vivian Arcbow Ranger, Planeswalker.
Well, that one I guess I could give a little leeway on. No one mulligan in this game, so.
Skyshroud Ranger, just an elf. Sorry, okay.
All right, Windswept Heath will lead with a Fyndhorn Elves. Are you a Fyndhorn Elf or a Llanowar Elf fan?
think I probably got to go with Llanowar Elves. Honestly, this might be anathema, but I kind of like the art on Elvish Mystic better than both of them.
Well, I have a question. Let's say you don't own black bordered Llanowar Elves. Do you play Fyndhorn Elves or white bordered Llanowar Elves?
White bordered Llanowar Elves.
Okay. A benevolent, I don't even know. I don't know how to spell this word.
Benevolent Chaplain.
Yeah.
Right, isn't it Beloved Chaplain?
I don't think so. I don't know. It sometimes there's a little bit of leeway with my card fetcher. Nope, I butchered it too much. All right, it's a 2-mana 1/1 that has protection from creatures.
I think it's Beloved Chaplain.
Beloved.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Beloved Chaplain.
Oh. Well,
Beloved.
Okay. So Flint has some Wirewood Heralds, a Birchlore Ranger. Oh man, we're down this hole again. And,
yeah. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk about how Ranger doesn't mean anything in the game of Magic. Yeah.
And it looks like on the third turn, Adam's just passing.
Kelsinko Ranger, which you didn't even know was a card.
No, I did not.
Yeah. This guy, just a human. When they did the Oracle update, they were like, we don't have to care about Kelsinko Ranger. No one's going to play this 1-mana 1/1 from Ice Age that makes target green creature gain first strike until end of turn.
They might have been right about one of those parts. So Multani's Acolyte has come down. What do you think about this lady?
I dig the art on Multani's Acolyte quite a lot, actually. Okay, but what's her creature type? She can't just be an elf, right?
I would guess shaman, but I don't know.
I mean, it's got to be druid, right?
Sure, it could be druid. As long as it's not ranger, right? Then I'm okay with it. She just almost looks like she's like part tree. She's like a tree folk. What's the updated Oracle thing?
Just an elf. Just an elf.
Just an elf. All right. Man, we cannot pin this down. We're just not sure what.
Yeah, honestly, like, welcome to Ranger Gate.
All right. That's a Gaea's Cradle, right? That he tapped.
Yeah, it looks like it to me.
Or he tapped a forest and played a Fecundity. I don't know. So Gaea's Cradle, making 6 mana.
Looks like.
Oh, here we have an Abolish.
Ooh. Sick life, bro.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
Yeah, I said it was sick life. He didn't even have to pay the alternate cost.
Yeah.
Beloved Chaplain holding down the fort. He's like, whoa, dudes.
You could probably attack with those Wirewood Heralds, though. I don't think you mind losing those. No,
man, you're gonna be spewing mana in terms of your.
Yeah, but then you could just get a Hivemaster and. Oh no. Here we have a Weathered Wayfarer. But Flint's got half the lands as Adam, so
yeah.
But twice as much mana.
Probably would have taken that Weathered Wayfarer out. But
it's not like he had that many cards to bring in.
Yeah, honestly, his sideboard was like a whole blank, so
I don't think he was prepared for the Elves combo matchup.
I don't know what he was prepared for, honestly. But
man, you hating on the white weenie.
Yeah, I am. I don't know what to tell you. It just seems like a pile of cards that all have the same creature type on them. There's no payoff for them all having the same creature type.
You're just mad that there's no Goblin
Bombardment. Starlit Sanctum or something.
Starlit Sanctum. Gain infinite life the hard way.
I mean, something.
I always wanted to make Edgewalker work. Do you know what that card is?
Not off the top of my head, no. Are you gonna bring it up?
Yep. 1 white black
Clerics.
for 2/2.
Oh, there you go.
And it reduces the colored mana, either white or black, of a cleric spell. Which I just think it's really cool because you can make cleric cost free, but
heck yeah.
I mean, I guess you could make a Clerics combo deck and just put Fecundity and Phyrexian Altar in it, and then Edgewalker and a bunch of 1-mana Clerics, and you might be able to win, but
Ooh,
doesn't seem quite as good.
that doesn't seem that bad. It can't be any worse than the elf deck.
Yeah, I can. You don't have a Wirewood Hivemaster.
Yeah, you'll find some other way to generate the tokens.
Enlightened Tutor is getting Phyrexian Altar.
All right. It seems like the writing's probably on the wall for Adam here.
Well, I guess if you're getting that card, it might mean... I mean, I guess there's only 2 copies of the Altar, so maybe... I was say maybe he has the Fecundity in his hand, but...
That's possible. Although, I do think that Flint has a penchant for kind of just like spewing off Enlightened Tutors just for the fun of it.
Okay.
So I don't know, like, if it was any other person, I might agree with you for sure, but
Yeah.
Given that it's Flint, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, but he did.
Yeah. He could have had like another Enlightened Tutor too. Like that would be another
He
card.
could have.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if it was anybody else, 100% would have agreed with you.
All right, so with these both in play, I guess it's not for sure, but I mean, like at this point,
Yeah, he's gonna sack a Herald to get a Hivemaster.
Yeah, that's what I would be doing. I'd be getting two Hivemasters here.
Do it again, and then I don't see how you lose from there.
Abolish, but yeah, this.
Can you just like do it in response to Abolish? Like you cast Abolish, and then
I mean, you can't resolve a Hivemaster in response to Abolish.
That's fair.
Maybe some people can, but I can't.
Well, if you had,
Lurin
in play, yeah.
Is that the next step for this deck?
Honestly, maybe. Get some in the sideboard.
Next level Combo Elves. Let's take it to the next level, Bob.
Yeah. Man, remember like when Patrick Chapin was really trying to get people to sign on to the next level thing?
They did for a little bit.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. There was nothing next level about anything he was doing. It was just like the same level as before.
He put Tarmogoyfs in his blue deck. That was the next level.
There's no way he was the first person to put a Tarmogoyf in a blue deck.
I don't know. He's the first person to say he did. That's the important part. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. That I believe. I absolutely 100% believe that Patrick Chapin is the first one to say he put a Tarmogoyf in a blue deck.
I mean, it's not a blue deck. It's the blue deck.
Yeah, the next level blue deck. I get it.
Yes.
Welcome to the next level. We have Tarmogoyf.
I'll tell my Patrick Chapin story. So, back when I was a wee little lad, I traveled to my first Grand Prix.
This is an excellent story.
Was so excited to see like all these pros. So I loved the Pro Tour and like idolized everyone on the Pro Tour. So Patrick Chapin, very good player, was someone I was very excited to see. So I had those little pro player cards. I was going around. I was getting people to sign it. Got a bunch of players to sign it. I eventually met up with Patrick near the end of the day, and he would write articles for Star City Games. And at the bottom of them, he would do a slops and props section. And I said, Patrick, I have this dollar bill. Would you put me in your slops and props section of your next article? And he was taken aback, slightly physically. He goes, are you bribing me to put me in your article? And I said, no. And I took the dollar bill and I just like kind of fanned it or whatever. I said, I just happen to be giving you a piece of paper with my name on it that happens to be a form of American currency. And so if you do some digging, I don't know since they've redone their article thing, but I was in the slops and props. I was in the prop section, not the slops. I mean, I'll be clear. But yes, I did make it into the article. So
yeah. Also, that same tournament, Mikey had found Tomohiro Saito, had his pro player card, but did not have anything for him to sign with. And the rest of us were just kind of chilling, hanging out. And from all the way across the convention center just comes running and yelling little baby Mikey. Just, where's my Sharpie?
Also, yeah, I don't understand. Like, someone put like the Sharpie in their like pocket of their shirt, but like, but no one else would want the Sharpie other than me. Like, I had the Sharpie originally. I wanted it for people to sign cards. No one else was that excited to get signatures. So I don't know why I didn't carry it in my backpack, but I guess it made for a good story. But yes, I had to go get that Sharpie. Also, his signature is pretty sweet.
I'm not saying it's not.
Do we want to say anything about this game right now or no?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Right now, I'm currently trying to find the article that Patrick Chapin wrote on Star City Games about this Grand Prix.
All right, that's fine. I'll just give you the update. Flint's winning. He's comboing.
Yeah,
off.
I mean, it looked like he was going off, yeah. And I didn't know.
Well, he's still going off. So
what else to say about it?
Yeah.
So
there's not that much that we can really add. I mean, I guess we could give you a play-by-play, but it doesn't really matter. Eventually, he's just gonna get enough elves.
You sack an elf, you draw a card. You play an elf, you get a bug.
Yep.
You sack a bug, you draw a card. You play an elf, you get a bug.
So if I just type in insect, does it bring up that token?
Oh boy, I'm close. I am close.
Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, it would be a legion, this one. No, I can't get it. I tried.
Introducing True Solar Flare in block.
Is that the article?
No. But I'm getting close because I just passed the one for Denver, which is the one you guys went to shortly after Indianapolis.
So you're just not searching, you're just kind of like paging through them?
Well, I'm searching for Patrick Chapin articles in a certain time frame.
Okay.
But I can't remember exactly when it was. So.
All right, I have an update for you.
Okay.
Adam has conceded.
Adam has conceded. Okay. I thought you were going to say Adam has cast abolish.
No. Yeah. Timing that. Oh, he had an abolish. He did not have the alternate casting cost or the mana to do it. So yeah. So that was a pretty good demonstration of what the Elves deck. I think this matchup is pretty favorable for the Combo Elves deck. That the white deck doesn't pressure or disrupt the Elves deck enough. So I think pretty favorable. But this Elves deck, I think, is pretty cool and might be able to do some sweet things. So if you're looking for a sweet Elves deck, this might be one to try out. I like it because I like all the combo decks that just have those moving pieces, and like when you're going off, you still kind of have to like pilot it well. This one's not too hard once you're going off, but still like you have to make those decisions or those like manual actions. It feels good. I don't know. All right, did you find it?
No, I'm working on it still.
All right, well, we'll do a sign off. You can do some research. We'll leave it up to the fans, everyone out there. You can it's a challenge to you to find that article. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We had fun doing this random Fall Brawl match, as I described it. But
yeah, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Everybody write to Watsy and let him know that they need to get their Ranger game on point. And also, I think I may have found this article.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Can't view it anymore? All right.
No, it's still here. I just don't think this is... Oh, this is Was that a Block Constructed tournament?
No, it was a limited Grand Prix. It was Shadowmoor. Was that the first one? Yeah. All right. Anyways, thanks everyone for tuning in. Until next time, take care.
Take care. Be good.